I'm in this sort of unique position where for some reason, animal products such as mainly, um, mainly meats do cause a huge reaction, a huge flare up. So, for whatever reason, my gut damage, somehow I caused gut damage over the last 10 or 20 years. And what it's led to is protein getting into the blood. And as soon as I eat certain proteins, they get into the blood. My body freaks out, heart races, body sort of starts kind of vibrating, and the I get sort of nervous twitches in my muscles. Muscles sometimes twitch. I get headaches, depression, anxiety, insomnia, and it lasts about 12 hours, and then it starts to die off. Especially when I'm fasting, I can get rid of it pretty fast. Um, I mean, when I first discovered that this was an issue, I tried boiling meat rather than frying it or baking it. It does help. It does reduce whatever it is. I believe histamines are an issue, but there is way more to it than that. There are proteins, foods that are low in histamine, but have other things in them that do cause similar reactions. So because of this unique position, I've experimented with animal products a lot. As you've probably seen from other videos, I went vegan for a year trying to fix the issues, the skin issues, and all the intolerances and the whole thing. Didn't work. It got kind of worse towards the end. What's working is this heavy fasting schedule that I started after a year on veganism. Got motivated and found out through the snake diet, Cole Robinson stuff. Just finding out about the way he does his 24, 48, 72 back to back fasts with the snake juice, which is just the sodium, potassium, salt water, and the dry fasting, sort of giving me the guts to do dry fasting, and which I'm basically exclusively doing at the moment, 24s and 48s and 72s of dry fasts. As soon as I started doing that, staying on the vegan diet, when I would refeed, there'd be lots of problems. I just would get cravings for junk food. My skin would sort of go numb. My head would be spinning, like head spins when you stand up. Things like just strange feelings. And I've heard Cole Robinson actually talked about this, saying that it is he finds it with every vegan, and it's a hormone issue and iron and everything. I tried supplementing with iron. I tried supplementing with things like isolated pea protein. I tried everything, but I just couldn't make it work. As soon as I ate animal protein, although I would flare up, it would be fine. Straight away, any sort of cravings for junk food would go away, and I would be able to fast for long periods of time without any issues, as long as I refed with the animal protein. So what I wanted to make this video about was basically just saying that it just seems impossible to do a heavy fasting schedule without some kind of animal products. I've had to, I mean, the animal products just seem to, they, for one, fill you up for longer. Vegan foods will never fill, I mean, I can eat a huge vegan meal and, an hour later I'm just hungry again because it's all just water and fiber. But with animal products, it just fills me up so quickly, and it's so satisfying for such a long period of time. And also, it's dense in calories and relatively cheap for how dense it is. So you're able to, the refeeds don't get too expensive, and plus you can fast for longer when you eat the meat. So it just, to me, after all the experimentation, it just doesn't seem possible to fast without, to have this heavy fasting type schedule of back-to-back 24s, 48s, 72s without eating animal products. So for those of you who have issues with animal products in terms of, physical reactions to it, what I've found is that I just moderate the amount. So the least amount that I can get away with is one chicken breast every 48 hours. And it seems to, I just get a minimal reaction to it. It's not crazy. The skin doesn't flare up that bad. I have a bit of a bad sleep on the night that I eat it, but it's okay. And then I can just fast for the 48 hours. And sometimes I'll extend that out for a 72 if I just do sort of like 1,000 calorie, maybe fruit refeed on that second night. So initially I was doing 2 chicken breasts, but it's too much, flare up a lot. I might do that when I have days off work and stuff where I don't really have to sleep in that night, and it doesn't matter as much. But yeah, that's how I found out that I was able to maintain it. So that's working really well for me at the moment. I've found a way to moderate the meat, as I said. Um, so yeah, it's been an interesting journey, but I'm glad I'm at a point now. It took a ton of experimentation. That's definitely one thing I would recommend is to experiment. Even if you're scared of doing it, just give it a go, because it's the only way you find shit out. And I mean, I just experimented with everything, and I just could not get that vegan diet to work. Although I'm not vegan, I don't mind eating animals. I just didn't have an option because meat flares me up so bad. So I found a way to moderate it. I've got the skin down pretty good, and I feel day by day it's maybe 0.5% or 1%, getting better and better. I'm just exclusively doing dry fasts at the moment. So OMADs, 48s, and the occasional 72. And I mean, the only time where I'll drink the salt water is if I have to work that day and I've already been dry fasting for about 36 hours or more, just to give me enough energy. But on weekends and days that I don't have to work, I'll just dry fast for 48 hours, which is what I'm doing at the moment. So yeah, no, that's it for me. So cheers, guys. Thanks.